Hey guys, welcome to another New World video. So I wanted to make this video because on my Discord, on my servers where I play, even on Reddit, people have been waiting for the March patch to drop. Many people expected it yesterday, but unfortunately it looks like we'll be waiting another week or maybe even a little longer. I know this probably comes with some disappointment, but also it could be a good thing. It seems that this time they are taking their time and actually reading the feedback and making sure things are fixed and stable before this patch goes live. So when we were all expecting this patch to go live, instead they announced round 5 of the PTR, and this run will be no less than a week. And I just wanted to give those waiting a heads up as well as have a look at what they are addressing in this round of the PTR. So let's get into it and see what they've done now. For the Tempestheart Expedition, they fixed some bug that started cropping up in round 4 of the PTR that was causing Isabella's cape to pull a Doctor Strange and detach and flap around crazily on the ground. They fixed a bug that had been causing Isabella to sometimes respawn after team wipes on the ground phase again rather than in the air, which would break the encounter. They also fixed an issue that was causing Isabella's fissures to not always damage players as they're intended to do. And with the fissures, they also fixed them becoming invisible as they move around, which was a huge problem because they would continue to operate as normal, so invisible fissures killing everyone was a big problem. They made some adjustments to Isabella's melee attacks so that they could now do damage to you even if you were trying to line of sight her with the corruption pylons. They have increased the duration of the corruption storms around those pylons by 100% also. They also reverted a change to Isabella's melee attack radius. It now will only cover in front of her 180 degrees to allow players a better strategy and more places to stand during this phase. This of course does not include her spin attack though. The touch of corruption affliction increment reduced to 40%, reducing the overall damage to players by as much as 30% depending on the resistance those players have. While encountering Nishatun, they fixed the issue allowing the corruption cores to spawn outside of the arena. Overall, these are all pretty good fixes and changes to Tempest. They haven't touched anything really huge, but it is uplifting to see that they are actually taking it seriously and not fluffing over stuff like they have seemed to historically. For the blunderbuss, they've done another bug pass, fixing a bunch of bugs relating to abilities and perks on the blunderbuss. They do not list them specifically, but it is nice to see that they're taking a lot more care with this weapon, after all of the Void Gauntlet bugs we experienced when it was launched so quickly. They also have once again performed another balance pass on the blunderbuss. I know with last week's change, a few things still seem to be overpowered, and really not changed as they described, so I'm really just thinking here that they made sure this time the changes were in place. They didn't really change anything much further. They also added a new bit to the starting beach area of Windsward. The Watcher will now offer players a choice of 4 weapons to begin, to suit their playstyle, instead of just the old sword and shield we used to get. Now you will be able to choose between the Warhammer, the Fire Staff, the bow, and the hatchet. Each weapon will also come with a corresponding chest armor, some healing potions, and a bunch of rations. So that's kinda cool. I wish this was in place when I first started, but in any event, a new option for new players is always good. They also have addressed a ton of UI stuff people have been complaining about in this round of the PTR. The sign up for invasions on the map is now working properly, so you no longer have to go to the settlement to sign up for an invasion, you can just do it from your map. They fixed a bug that's been around for a while that allowed players you block to still get messages through to you, which was kind of annoying. They changed how the player skins menu is sorted now, showing the skins you actually own first, so no more digging around through them trying to find what you have. They fixed a bug that was causing your health bar to disappear, which was very annoying. They fixed a few bugs that were causing the experience you earned in a few instances to display incorrectly, so it would look like you received more than you actually had. They fixed a bug that had been allowing dead players to sign up for a war that was not declared in a territory that was in conflict. They fixed that bug that if you paid your taxes while dead, it would completely foobar your UI, making many elements of it just not work anymore until you relogged. They fixed the friends list UI to properly update when your friends logged in and logged out. They fixed various stuff with the Twitch subscriber army social menu that were not working correctly. So overall, a lot of good fixes, and truly, although much like you, I am a little disappointed. I had hoped that the patch would drop this week, but it is good to see that unlike in the past, they seem to have learned a little, or rather are starting to learn from their past mistakes, and they are actually reading our feedback and making sure things are working before they jump and release the patch just to meet an arbitrary deadline. So guys, that's about all I have to say on this. I just wanted to let you guys know about these changes, but mainly to let you know you're looking at another week or so before the March update drops, in case you were waiting for it as I was. And as always guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.